Hey guys, how's it going? It's Target here. Welcome back to another episode of the Regina Zephyrs. A lot of you guys really like the team that we have, but you feel that we could definitely add some prospects to the system. And you know what? I definitely agree with you. I agree with you guys on that. Take a look at our contracts, okay? Take a look at all our contracts. Look at the potentials, all right? You got Backstrom is the highest. You've got basically Chasen. He's the only person here that is actually a good prospect, all right? He's the only one. Dwight King, 3.5 red. There's nobody. Oh, it's main roster. But even in the system, Jensen, 4 yellow. Goaltenders, nobody. Jeremy Smith. You know, that's not enough. We have no prospects. We need to go out and get some. And you know what? At the trade deadline, I think I'll go get that either way, okay? We'll go get that either way. So let's go. Let's sim through all of December here. Let's find out how we do. Daniel and Henrik Sedin are leading our team in this one. And Daniel, I feel like, would be the expendable asset. I would move Daniel for a prospect, a guy that can score, somebody like that, okay? Or, you know, like a second line, like we'll go get a second line sniper along with a second line sniper along with a prospect is what I would aim for that, okay? Wow, 7-5 win. That would be the goal of moving Daniel Sedin, all right? And Henrik Sedin, we could even move him too. We could move the pair of them, even though they're leading. I mean, we can easily move Backstrom up to the top line to play with a second-line sniper. Yeah, we'd be pretty much admitting defeat, but I think that we need that in terms of being able to add some prospects to the cupboards, okay? Add some nice goaltending. Add some, or not some goaltending. Our goaltending's pretty solid as it is, but adding, you know, some good defensive and offensive prospects. Our defense is just terrible this year. I mean, we don't have anybody good except for Cronwall, you know, so scout assignment. I don't know how many years we're going to get in here before NHL 15 comes out, but that's kind of the point of this one, is to have a little bit of fun with it. We should actually start doing a vote. Actually, you know what? I'm going to scout the WHL. Do they have any defense in the WHL? A couple. Let's scout them for a month, all right? Let's find out more about them. We should actually start a vote for the NHL 15 one. You know what? Maybe we'll do that. Maybe I'll set that up now. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to do it now. Link will be down in the description. We're going to vote for the NHL 15, who we're going to use in Be a GM. So by the time everything's said and done, we'll be ready to go. So I'll put that down in the description below, guys. Click the link. We're going to go restart. All teams will be in play for NHL 15. We're going to do a vote. Probably each week we'll reset as soon as I can. I mean, I got lots of shit going on this month, you know, camping and family stuff. So I'll do it as much as I can. But the vote is live now. Link in the description, okay? All right, come on. And that'll be, for NHL 15, okay? NHL 15. Wow, lots of losses here. I should stop this sim here. You know what? I'm ready. If we lose these last 2 games of this month, I will reset. We will do it right now. We'll make the trades that we want. Oh, we won one. Never mind. Yeah, we dropped way far down the standings here. Yeah, 5-1 loss. You know what? I'm going to do it either way. Regina, we're not up there for goals against or save percentage. We're not up there for goals. We're not up there for assists. We're not even in the. Where are we in the standings now? We're in 6th place. We've dropped far enough out. Well, not far enough out, but our. You know what? Let's keep going because our. You know what? No. Now's the time to trade. Now's the time to trade our players. So let's go to GM options, trade negotiations, trade players. Okay. So first things first. Who's on the block? What the hell's going on? Why can't I still see that in the background? Is that normal? Is that how it's always been? What the hell's going on there? That's weird. I've never seen that before. Hold on, I'm going to go back out. Let's try it again. That's fucking weird. Okay, maybe it's always been like that. I've never noticed that. That's not the way it normally is, I don't think. Okay. Maybe that's an update. I don't like that update at all. We do move the Sedins. Okay, so it'd be Daniel Sedin. Now, Anaheim, they have a great relationship with us. So let's go to Anaheim. Look at this 5.885 cap hit. It's been reduced because it used to be at 8 million. All right. Now, they don't... What do they have for picks? All skaters. Let's see who they have for prospects. Okay, so they got Carlson. They've got Eric Carlson. I'm not wanting Carlson. Boston doesn't want him. Carolina would take him. What do they have for prospects? Man, this is annoying. Nugent Hopkins got Victor Rask. No, Chicago doesn't want him. Detroit would take him. And it looks like they may have some picks. No, they don't have any depth. No one has prospects. Edmonton, Florida. What do you got? They have Nate McKinnon. Good for them. Zykov. They've got Adam Larson, Patrick Kane. No, not what I'm looking for. Anybody? Any picks? New York Islanders? Any prospects, I mean? Islanders have Severson. No. Ottawa. They've got Hartman. No, not looking for Hartman. No. And that would be it. Okay, now let me go to the trade. I don't know why it's doing that. That's really distracting and very, very annoying. Okay, let's look at forwards. Any forwards. Any forward. And we're looking for anybody with 3.5 yellow to 4 green stars. Okay, and then we're going to go by overall. Other way. Okay, so there's a couple. You got Mantha, Shinkarik. We know they don't get very good. Drouin, Grigorenko, Barkov. You can see the guys that are going to jump off. Kucherov. What about Berchi? 3.5 yellow star, Sven Berchi. He could get good. Charlie Coyle, we know he doesn't jump up very well. It kind of sucks not having that random fact nature to it anymore. We could go after like a Yakupov, and he could end up playing on that top line. Let's see here. We could go after Landeskog, even Voracek or Eberle. We've had Voracek before. Tarasenko, you know, he's a good guy. I'd like to get a left winger. You know, I'd like to get a left winger in the deal. Evander Kane, Jeff Skinner. And then there's a big jump up here. You can clearly see that. Taylor Hall. We know he doesn't score. What if we went after... I'm looking for somebody that's like maybe 83, I guess. Like Yakupov could be a good option for us. He gets to be a good shooter. You know, we could go after Yakupov. So let's go Yakupov. And he is in Florida. Or New York. He's in New York. Now, they don't want the Sedins. But that's fine. Let's give him Daniel. All right, we'll give him Daniel. And they can give us back somebody else. All right, give us back somebody else as well. They have Tarasenko and Yakupov. We could pick up those two guys very easily from them. All right, this would go through. Yakupov and Tarasenko for Daniel Sedin. It's actually not a bad trade. Now, what else do they have that we could take from them? All right, do they have anybody else? Brassard. They've got Tyler Seguin, who would be a good top line center. You know, good playmaker. They've also got Morgan Riley, offensive defenseman. He could be the offensive defenseman of the future for us. If we threw in Morgan Riley, and we threw in Henrik Sedin. So Daniel Sedin and Henrik Sedin for Yakupov, Tarasenko, and Riley. Do you think that would go through? Probably not. I'd probably have to sweeten the pot a little bit with something that they're looking for. Like Emlyn. What about Whitney? A defenseman. We could throw in Ryan Whitney. There you go. Cap space would be a little bit more in our favor. Yeah, you know what? I would throw in Ryan Whitney because Morgan Riley would be jumping into play. What about that, yeah, guys? Yakupov, Tarasenko, and Morgan Riley for Henrik Sedin, Daniel Sedin, and Ryan Whitney. That's more long-term future plans for us. Two left shooting, I believe. Vladimir Tarasenko's a left-handed, yeah. They're both left-handed shooters, Tarasenko and Yakupov, and we'll move them for the Sedin twins, who end up, you know, they'll be, they're aging. I mean, they're what, 36, 33? I mean, they're done. I mean, they're both leading our team in terms of those categories, but I'm okay with trading them away and looking towards the future. What do you guys think about that? You know what? I'm going to give it a shot. So Daniel Sedin, Henrik Sedin, and Ryan Whitney for Yakupov, Tarasenko, and Riley. Will it go? No. It's too far off. So let me throw in, would they take, man, this is distracting. Yuri Hudler? No, they won't take Hudler. Mainly because we're probably, I don't know why that is. Cap space? Must be cap space. What if we took back Fair? Nope, not even enough there. This is so distracting. Desharnais? If we take back Desharnais, who's 81 overall centerman, we can make this trade go through. With Hudler. They want Hudler. All right, let's try this. Will this go through? No, it's too far off. Let me take Desharnais off. Let me take Hudler off. We'll put on Whitney. Whoop. We'll put on... Man, this is distracting as shit. Why is it doing that? And you know what? Goalies matching block. LaBarbera? No. Man, oh man, this is so distracting. How about Gauthier Leduc? 4 Red Star offensive defenseman. Yeah. Okay. What about Leduc? Okay, let's try that. That should go through. Will it go? No. Not sufficient at all. What's our relationship with them now? Poor. It's a poor relationship. So let's take off Riley. Okay, that might have been a stretching it. Let's take off Henrik Sedin. Let's take off Whitney. Let's take off Gauthier Leduc. All right, so it'll be Daniel Sedin for Yakupov and Tarasenko. That's pretty much clear across, an even trade, and we'll move Henrik for somebody else, okay? That's the way it's going to have to be. Will it go? Wow, not even sufficient at all. You know what? We might have to take Sedin off, take Yakupov off, take Tarasenko off. Let's trade 7th. Will this work with this anymore now that it's on hard? Yep, it will. We'll get that back up there. It doesn't work later, I find. Eventually, it stops working. Still poor, man. And this is so distracting. I'm going to have to... I should back out and save and quit and see what happens. Okay, so we're neutral. I've never seen this happen before. They want to get rid of it. Still neutral. It should jump up right now. Nope. Whoop. Good. I know, this is cheating. Whoop. We're looking for great. Almost there. 2 more. Oh, no, there you go. There's great. Okay. You know what? We'll give them back our picks because ours is going to be higher. Okay. So, let's try this again. You know what? I'm going to back out. I'm going to save here. This is so annoying and distracting. Okay, we're going to save. Quit, save, and exit. So annoying, man. All right. Let's try it now. Play. Career. BGM load. If that's the new update, if that's what came with the tuner, that is ridiculous. That is so annoying. You can't see anything that's going on. There's too much type, too much font. Okay, let's go to GM options. That was with the New York Rangers. So let's pop on over to New York. Okay. It's still doing it. Unbelievable. What a load of shit this game is. All right. Yakupov and Tarasenko for Daniel Sedin. This should go through. This should go through. I don't see why it wouldn't. Will it? Wow. We already told you today that this deal is not going to fly. It says you're going to have you aren't offering what the New York Rangers are looking for right now. Try another day, maybe sometime. Okay. All right. So, okay. Well, let's go back to the trade block then. Fuck. God damn it, game. So delayed on the reactions. Trading block. God damn. All right. Overall. Okay, so we're looking for, those 80s. Tarasenko, Yakupov. We had Kadri before. He doesn't really get up there. There's also, what's his name? We know he gets good. Where is he? Not Huberdeau. Where is he? Not Duchesne. Not Couture. Where the hell is he? Scheifele. There's Mark Scheifele. He does get really good. We do know that about him. He's in Washington. Now, what if we went after Scheifele? I know he's a centerman. And we gave them Sedin. Okay? Sedin, and then what else could they offer us in terms of prospects or players with potential? Kopitar, they have Anze Kopitar. 89 overall playmaker, 4.5 red stars. I mean, he's a good player. There's no doubt about it. They've also got Zibanejad and Cohen. What's the deal with Cohen? How good is he? 84 overall defensive defenseman. How about Cohen? He gives us that defensive prowess. All right, Cohen. Now, this probably won't go through. You'd probably have to give up a defenseman of some kind. No. Well, you know what? We could try it. What's our relationship? We got a neutral relationship. Daniel Sedin for Scheifele and Cohen. We don't really pick up that second line player. We could play, we could play the second line. I just don't like it as much as Yakupov and I don't like the transition as much. All right, you know what? I'm going to go back to New York. I made the decision. Pardon me, I'm having some problems breathing. Holy shit. Yakupov. And where is he? Tarasenko. And I will give you guys a second. They want it. So our second, Daniel Sedin, Yakupov, and Tarasenko. Will it go? Wow, it's still far off enough. Let's throw on Whitney. They wanted Whitney. Do they have any defensemen? Campbell, Garrison, McBain. No. Will that go through? Whitney and Sedin for Yakupov and Tarasenko. Will that go? Oh my God. Are you kidding me, game? And a second. There you go. God damn, man. That's ridiculous. That was actually a pretty good trade. All right. Pretty good trade in their favor. Okay, now let's go and find a spot for Henrik. All right, now that we've made that trade, let's see who's available. Skater is giving away. Nobody's giving away any skaters. Anaheim wants them. They don't have anybody they're getting rid of. Don't have anybody they're getting rid of. Colorado. Detroit. Florida. Nope. Nope. Islanders. Islanders have a number of prospects they want to get rid of. A couple green stars. Nothing I'm really interested in. Ottawa. Nope. Okay, now I'm just gonna go with what they want. Anaheim. But I'm gonna ask for anybody. I'm not gonna get somebody that they're giving away because that's just there's nobody giving away. There's Carlson. There's Ellis. Ryan Ellis. He's an offensive defenseman. 78 overall. Not a bad option. There's also Adam Henrique, who's 4 yellow stars, 83 overall. He'd be a good third-line center. It's actually not a bad play. Adam Henrique. How old is he? 23 years old, 6 feet, 196 pounds. Pretty good defensive categories. 4.5 stars in the defensive category. So what if we threw Henrique in there? Okay, now we could actually get something back from them. Possibly a pick. No, maybe not a pick. What about... Man, this is so difficult to read. Matau. Stefan Matau, 4.5 or 3.5 yellow stars. Not bad. What about goaltending? Bennington, no. How about all goalies? Nobody with any potential. They are getting rid of that pick. But, okay, what about Matau? Henrique Matau and Johnson. All right. Those 3 guys for Sedin, it's not a bad trade, actually. It might go through. Let's see. Let's explore some other options. We'll come back to Anaheim. Carolina wants them. Now, they could give up Brian Nugent-Hopkins. 4.5 yellow stars. He's got decent defensive category in terms of his defensive awareness and stick checking. Not great shot blocking, but that's okay. Even his faceoffs are pretty good. Offensive awareness at 90. Nugent-Hopkins could be a player of the future. Potential-wise, we'd have to give up more, though. So maybe not. What if we picked up Chris Stewart? He'd be a good second-line option for us. 26 years old, 4 yellow star, a power forward with a good shot, good body checking. Chris Stewart could be a very good option for us. Chris Stewart, take off Nuge. All right, for Henrik Sedin. Now, is there anybody with potential that we could pick up from them? They've got Reinhardt here. They got Victor Rask, 4 yellow stars. Rask never gets up there, though, does he? We've dealt with him before. Max Reinhardt, I'm not really interested in. What about goalies? They've got Brizgalov. They've got Hutchinson. Who's this Hutchinson here? Mikhail Hutchinson, 73 overall goalie, 3.5 green stars. Mikhail Hutchinson would be a good backup. He's not a good starter. We could take a first-round pick from them. And we could take a second-round pick from them. And we could probably even take another player. I'm not going to lie. Let's see if we can take another player with potential. What about... We could take I don't want another centerman. What about Foligno? Nick Foligno. 83 overall, 3.5 yellow star. Pretty good defensive category. You can't argue that. You can't, fight with that. Martinez, 26 years old, 80 overall. No. What about by trade value? Any defense with good trade value? Mathot. If we could pick up another defenseman with some depth. You know what? Maybe we should be going after a defense. Hold on. Who else? Colorado. Do they have any good defense? Brent Seabrook. He's a defensive defenseman. I'd like to get a 2-way defenseman is what I'd like to get. Maybe we could actually make that trade across. That might be the good option. Bogosian. Zach Bogosian. There's a good option for us. Zach Bogosian. We know he gets to be a beast. All right, let's throw Zach Bogosian on there in exchange for Henrik Sedin. It's pretty close. We might be able to pick somebody else up here. Zach Bogosian is their best player. Now, there's also Raquel. There's Lok Chonoff. He's another centerman. 78 overall centerman. Not the best face-offs, but a good playmaker. Loktionov. Eriksson. Tim Eriksson will get another defenseman. 78 overall, 22 years old, two-way defenseman. Not bad. Not bad. Do they have any goalies? They have any good goalies? Howard. They got Jimmy Howard, but that's about it. Okay. It's not a bad trade. Let's keep going, though. Detroit. All skaters. All skaters. Their best defenseman is Bouwmeester. He's got no potential, so no. Edmonton, they don't want him. Wow, Edmonton has Crosby. Unbelievable. What do they have for... They have Crosby, Turris, Brad Richards, Landeskog. They've actually got a pretty good lineup. Florida, Nate McKinnon, obviously 84 overall. He's pretty good. Zdeno Chara they got there. Vanelli. What's Vanelli's deal? 3.5 green stars. No, not what something I'm looking for. Islanders, they've got Severson. They want to get rid of. They would take him. This would go straight across. 4 green star, 2-way defenseman. No. I'm looking for somebody that can help us pretty soon. Eric Johnson's not a bad option. 3.5 yellow star defensive defenseman. He's not a 2-way, but he's a pretty good option. Siemens, Burrows, Lindholm, no. All right. Ottawa. Pietrangelo, obviously. Bufflin, they've got 2. 86 overall. They got him as an offensive defenseman. A really good shot, but not something I really want to get. Not really want to go after. No. Weidman, no. Who else wants him? Nobody? Is that it? All right, guys. That might be it. So there were a couple trades. One was in Anaheim, and that included Adam Henrique, Ribeiro. No, sorry. Adam Henrique. Who else was it? Adam Henrique. And a couple picks, I think it was. Oh, Johnson and Matau for Henrik Sedin. And then in Carolina, we had the possibility of Chris Stewart. In Colorado, we had Bogosian, which might be our best bet. Bogosian, and then we could pick up another player that could play alongside, David Perron. A David Perron type player, a two-way forward with decent defensive category. Or we could pick up another defenseman like Joni Pitkanen, like that. Bogosian and Pitkanen would drastically improve our defense, and we wouldn't really be giving up anything that we don't already have, which would be Henrik Sedin. And I would actually want to pick up a centerman. A good maybe a third-line centerman. Does not look like they have that, though. Zach Smith. All right, so I'd probably take Zach Smith, a grinder. Good defensive category. So Zach Smith is what I would take in that. That would put us over the cap space, but we might actually be able to take... Hold on. If I took off Pitkanen, who's got a big cap hit, and we put on Eriksson, who's got nothing for cap hit. There you go. So how about Eriksson, Smith, and Bogosian for Henrik Sedin, okay? And that was pretty much it for trades. There was Detroit. They really didn't have anything to offer. Florida didn't have much to offer in terms of Adam Larson, but he never gets any good. So you guys let me know, okay? I'll leave it at that. Let me know what you guys think we should do for trades, okay? So until next time, I'm Target Audience, and I'll catch you guys out on the ice.